Hi guys, are you a college student who works and goes to school and have all these other responsibilities? I know how it feels. We're all college students and I figured that I can't go a day without a planner. It's what keeps me throughout the week and I depend on my planner. It's a habit to me, and if I somehow get lazy, it'll just back up everything that I have to do. I know that back to junior year was the most important 2 years of our high school experience, and it's what started our organizational foundation. Is where we managed to figure out what we're supposed to do and how we're supposed to do things, from schoolwork to sports and also like senior projects. Honestly, I knew it was hard and we have this pressure, but it's now time to reintroduce order into our lives, and I'm going to be informing you on how organizational skills and time management techniques will improve our lives. First, I'm going to explain the importance of being organized. Then I'm going to explain a couple quick tips on how to have good time management, and then the last one will be how to keep on track and then follow through. Here are some reasons why it's important to be organized and make time. The first one I want to point out is it results in less stress. There's 3 types of stress levels, and according to the fact sheet on National Institute of Mental Health, the first one is routine stress, where it's related to pressures of work or family problems. Second one is stress brought by negative changes such as divorce or losing a job. And then the third one is traumatic stress, like an event, like a major car accident or an assault. Although traumatic stress is something that we can't change, our negative mentality is something that we can change. And if we recognize these signs of stress symptoms, then we can avoid dwelling on it, and then it'll enable us to cope with the stress. Another reason is to know that change is for the better. An organizational skills article from the Technical College System of Georgia says that if you resist change and fail to get in line with the rest of the world, you may be left behind. To be organized and know that time is on your side, take it one step at a time. You don't have to rush and you don't have to put all this pressure on you. Know that with these sets of characteristics, like adapting a habit of being organized, it can get you to work hard, and it'll also get you to where you want to be. The third reason is to know that self-discipline is valuable. Sometimes we may think it's okay and we don't need to change ourselves, but we also need to point out our flaws, and we also need to realize that some priorities are more important than others. The first one I want to talk about is procrastination, and I know that we've all been there. From school dances to football games to hang out with friends or like grabbing a bite of food, we rarely find time to do anything. And to keep track of these things, it's hard on one end, but also coming home and not being able to rest and knowing that you have homework, it allows us to procrastinate, and it gives us this mentality that we just build up, and then over time it'll lead us to procrastinating even more, and then it'll keep us from setting our deadlines and then meeting them. So now that we know why it's important, let's look at the hows. So how do we become organized? One way is to know that multitasking isn't going to help. According to statistic articles on Simply Orderly, multitasking decreases productivity by 20 to 40% more than those who focus on one project at a time. So this shows that taking things one step at a time, rather than putting everything on yourself and putting all that pressure on yourself, will help you in the long run, even though it might look like it works now. Always remember to begin early and prioritize. If you're struggling between balancing 3 classes, look at what's hardest, the hardest, and then go from there. Look at what assignments are due and what assignments need to be done, and then make a table and write out like specifically what's due and when you'll do it. So then when you have that planned out, you're able to manage your time wisely and then spend time on a certain class longer than another class because it's harder than the other ones. And remember to always ask questions like, how important is this assignment and how long is this assignment? And the last one I want to talk about is learn to say no. You have to know your limits and be able to commit to your work. in everything you do, don't let others be a distraction. I have a story, and it was during finals week. My best friend wanted to go to Vegas, and so it was hard, and I couldn't say no because she was my best friend. But I looked at the other side, and I realized that if I failed this class, if I failed this test, this final, it would lead me to having to retake the class. And not only did that waste a whole quarter of my education, but it's also going to waste time when in the future, because it'll look bad on my reports. And so we have to learn to efficiently use our time. And then the last step is to commit and to follow through. So we have to figure out our goal, we have to follow it, and then we have to go through with it. As we work into our second year in college, we face like major applications, parties, jobs, friends, families, and whatever life decides to throw at us. So we have to remember to set goals, not only short-term goals, but also long-term goals. Maybe even a 5-year plan. You don't have to follow through with it, but knowing and setting a plan for yourself will is a good place to start, and it's something that you can follow through, even though like maybe in the future you decide to do something else. Also remember to set aside free time. You deserve it, so don't overwork yourself. Know that being physically and mentally healthy is something that will get you through. And again, know your limits. You can't just have too much free time and then not do your work, but prioritize. And so my last thing is that don't fear the unknown. On page 36 of my textbook from Engelberg and Wyan, it says that most people fear the unknown. Performing an unfamiliar or unexpected role can transform a usually confident person into a tangle of nerves. So it might be scary trying new things and getting out of your comfort zone, but knowing that there are people to help you will get you through it. And so now we come back to how this will come in handy. Okay, so having these organizational skills and management skills, whether we know it or not, will better our lives. To know the importance of being organized and having effective time management will keep us on track and follow through with our techniques. Though I know that it's important, after researching, I realized how much I knew versus how much I actually did, and it wasn't much. Now I know that to become organized and to use my time efficiently is something that's a really good habit, and it won't affect me in a negative way at all. So I hope that you'll take these advice and understand that it'll only help you and it won't affect you in any way, but it will only change for the better. Thank you.